Welcome back to Dice and Anarchy. Tonight we are playing a 4-way commander match. I am playing Go-Shintai of Life's Origin.
I am playing Zhulodok, Void Gorger.
I am playing Loot, the key to everything.
I am playing Tasha, the Witch Queen.
What's the spin down?
Oh, this is funny, I see it.
It's 19, 17, you're close. 17.
Nine. Or 10.
25. I will go first. I'm going to mull
Do 3.
4.
We're friendly too.
Yeah, everybody's good with their hands.
Yep.
So I begin the game with this out in play. Slay Line of the Guild Pact.
Ooh.
If it's in my opening hand, I begin the game with it on the battlefield. Each non-land permanent I control is all colors, and lands I control are every basic land type in addition to their other types.
Nice.
You may begin.
Alright, draw. Land return is going to be a swap, pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. First main phase. We're going to play a mountain. We're going to tap the mountain for a white and play Sanctum of Tranquil Light. I will pass.
Draw. I'll play Darksteel Citadel and pass.
Alright, I will draw. I'll play a Skulldin turn. I will crack and fetch for a breeding pool. It will come into play tapped, untapped. I will take 2 life for it. Pay 1 green for a Birds of Paradise. I'll pass.
Draw. Land return is going to be a swap. Tap 2 for Arcane Signet, pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play. Is it Guildgate? After battlefield tapped. And I will pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Buried Ruin. Your turn.
Untap, draw. Play a Homeward Path. Play 2 for a Mind Stone. We'll play 2 for an Ornithopter of Paradise. I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Tap 1 for Tiny Bones joins up. I will land return. When Tiny Bones joins up, enters the battlefield, any number of target players each discard a card. So all 3 of you discard the card.
Discard Laboratory Maniac.
Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, any number of target players each mill a card and lose 1 life.
Circuitous Route. I'm discarding.
Oblivion Sower.
Alright. I'll tap 2 for a Demir Signet. And I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. My land return is Maze's End, which is battlefield tapped. I'm going to tap 2. Play Crackling Perimeter. I can tap it, untap the gate that I control to have it deal 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. Your turn.
Untap. I'll draw. I will play Yamava, Cradle of Growth. Each land is a forest in addition to its other types now. I'll play blue, green, and 1. For a Ristic Study, whenever an opponent plays a spell, if they do not pay 1, I get the draw card. I'll play green, blue, and a red. For loot, key to everything. Ward 1 at the beginning of the upkeep, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of card types among non-land permanents you control, and then I may play those cards during the turn. I will pass.
You still have to pay for them, right?
Yes, I do. To pay
Upkeep,
full mana.
draw. I'm gonna tap 3. And play Atrocious Experiment on myself. Target player mills 2 cards, draws 2 cards, and loses 2 life.
Would you like to pay 1 for playing that spell?
He gets to draw otherwise.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I will draw.
So, mill 2. Ones. Draw 2. I'll play Soured Springs. It enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ripley, take 1. I will tap the Arcane Signet to tap the Demir Signet for 2 to play Goggles of the Night, and then I'll pass.
I'm going to draw 1 because you can't pay 1.
Yep.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. My turns are forced. Tapping 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay the 1.
Alright, I'm going to draw.
When Go-Shintai of Life's Origin enters the battlefield, or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under my control, I create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. I want to create a 1/1 colorless shrine creature token. Enchantment.
Yep.
Shrine enchantment creature.
Okay.
That will conclude my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Really? Urza's Tower. I'll tap 4. For an Abstruse Archaic. Your turn.
I will draw 1 for that.
Okay. We're going to untap. We'll hit upkeep trigger on loot. I control an enchantment, a creature, an artifact in the land, so it's 4 cards. 4. Exile. I have Rapid Hybridization, Oracle of Moldiah, Void Blast, and Crucible of Worlds. 1, 2, 3. For a Azusa Lost but Seeking. So I may play 2 additional cards.
Lands.
Lands, sorry. Lands. Play 3 for a Crucible of Worlds, so I now play land cards from my graveyard. First land per turn is Skalden, and we'll do an Exotic Orchard in a forest. So that'll be my 3 total. I will tap and sack this, lose a life. We'll grab Steam Vents, oh there's 2. We will Rapid Hybridize your Go-Shintai. And I will Vandal Blast an artifact. There's only 2. I'm gonna get you on your Sigget.
Which one?
The
Demir?
Yep.
Okay.
This goes to my hand of command zone.
It gets destroyed, so and then you get a 3/3 green frog lizard creature.
A 3/3?
Green frog lizard creature. And then I pass.
Alright, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna tap a blue and 2 colorless. For Gale Waterdeep Prodigy, everyone loses 1 life and mills a card
Alright.
because he's a legendary creature.
Before as you're casting, do you pay 1? Do I draw unless I draw a card?
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay, so I get to mill this card then, right?
You
legendary?
mill, yeah, you mill it and then
And
you
then
draw.
lose.
Yeah, everyone mills a card and loses 1 life.
Wait,
From Tiny Bones joins up.
so that's still cast and hasn't resolved, hit the field, so this has to trigger first. So I would draw this one and mill this one.
Okay.
Right.
So I milled a Craterhoof Behemoth
Okay,
instead,
that's
which
probably
is
better.
probably way better.
Yeah.
I lose a life for that entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through Tiny Bones joins up.
I'm
Whenever a
gonna
legendary
mill the
creature-
new Kozilek.
So they
Wait,
lose.
Would you
no, is
wanna
it
play
mill or
land?
discard? Wait,
Mill.
It's
mill?
whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, any number of target players each mill a card and
Okay,
lose,
I
and lose
discarded.
1 life.
Okay, that's painful again now.
And then you lose a life, I believe, as well.
I did. I was at 40.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What is that, a 3/3?
Yes, that is a 3/3. And this is a 1/1 enchantment shrine creature.
I'm just gonna pass for now. I think.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm gonna tap 3, and yes, I am gonna pay the 1.
Alright.
Play painful lesson. Target player loses 2 life and draws 2 cards. That's gonna be my turn.
Actually get to untap these lands now. Upkeep, draw. Land per turn is Scavenging Grounds. I'll tap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Kozilek's Channeler. I can tap him to add 2. Says has 2 generic. I'm guessing it's been retconned into a soul ring on legs, but he would have summoning sickness. So your turn.
Alright. We're going to untap. We're going to upkeep trigger. 4 cards. Into exile. So I have a Krogarth Pathway, a Chain of Vapor, a Thought Reflection, and a Jin-Gitaxias.
That sounds fun.
What is loot?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, I can play cards from my graveyard. So we're going to play Scalding Tarn. I'm going to crack it. Oh, sorry. I did that once. Violent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second land per turn. Island. Just for purposes of making things quicker, I'm going to play it one more time. That's my last land per turn.
Crack it, lose life.
Keep it 1 life. Mountain. Oh, please. So 1, 2,
So all 3 of the lands.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jin-Gitaxias. Beginning of end step, draw 7 cards. Each opponent's max hand size is reduced by 7. I'm gonna also.
Oh, wait. Hold on. How much does he cost? He's a lot.
He's
right?
10.
Yeah. Do you have mana still?
Yes. I have 2.
I will tap 2
Mm-hmm.
to return target creature to its owner's hand. Tyrant Scorn, your whatever you just played, Jin-Gitaxias. Is he a creature?
Yeah.
Return him to your hand.
Okay.
What was that?
Tyrant Scorn.
Okay.
It's a 1 black and 1 blue.
Oh well.
And
that's-
you can choose 1. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less, or return target creature to its owner's hand.
Do you pay 1 for that spell?
No.
I'm gonna draw. No.
You bought us an extra turn until they can cast them.
So I'm gonna Chain of Vapor.
What does that do?
Return target non-land permanent to his owner's hand, then that player may sacrifice a land. If that player does, he or she copies the spell and chooses a new target.
So I gotta bounce that so you don't get the 7. Cause I gotta cast it out of exile, or it goes away at the end of turn.
What is
So that's gonna get bounced to your hand, and then you can sack a land and then
Sacrifice
copy
a
that
land?
if you want to.
sacrifice land to copy it?
Yeah, if you do sack a land. If you don't sack a land, the spell resolves and then everything gets cleaned up.
I'll just get it, let it bounce.
Okay.
I thought it was returning land. So
And that's all I got. I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. I'm gonna tap 3. 1, 2, 3. To play Repulse, return target creature to its owner's hand, and then I draw a card. I'm gonna return loot to your
Okay,
hand.
you have to pay 1 more to target him because he has board 1.
Yep.
And then you gotta pay 1 to even cast that spell, or I draw a card.
Actually, I'll return Azusa to your hand.
Okay, you pay 1,
No.
or I draw a card.
So I play an instant, so whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, you may cast up to 1 target card of the other type from your graveyard.
Without paying its mana
No,
cost?
it doesn't say that. It just says you may cast up to 1 target card of the other type from your graveyard. Then it says if a spell cast from your graveyard this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Oh well. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Turn, swing at you with a 3/3 green frog lizard.
Fair enough. Take 3.
I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Temple and False God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can tap this for 2 because I have 5 or more lands. Can't tap for this. Can't tap this for 2 or more because I need 7 or more. 3, 4, 5. Channeler out again. Your turn.
We'll hit the loot trigger. Enchantment, artifact, creature, land. 4. We've got a land, a land, a land, and a rampage and Baloth.
Zeus is in the hand.
Zusa is in hand. 1, 2, 3. All 4. We have all lands are forest, so Zusa. Go back for that land. Crack the land. Lose life. Look for a mountain or an island. Mountain. 7, 8, 9. 9. We'll play a Green Sun Zenith for 8. I get to look for a green creature card 8 or less, put it in the battlefield. We're going to play Omnath Locus of Rage. Landfall, whenever an land enters the battlefield under your control, put a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token on the battlefield. Whenever him or another elemental dies, I deal 3 damage to target creature and player. Now that I've only had 1 land trigger, let's do a land enter.
Before you do a land enter, I'm not going to pay 1. I'm going to have Vraska's Contempt. Exile target creature, planeswalker, and I gain 2 life. Yeah. I can't have you getting those 5/5s.
Okay, that's exiled. We'll play a Reliquary Tower then. That'll be my second land per turn. So I have no max hand size. Second land per turn will be this. Third, I mean, sorry. And then we'll look for that mountain or an island. I'm going to pass at that point.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a Seagate. It enters the battlefield tapped. As it enters, choose a color other than blue. I'm going to choose black. So it adds for blue or black. I will tap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Tasha, the Witch Queen.
Do you pay 1?
Nope. I'm going to +1 her immediately. 5. Draw a card. For each opponent, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from that player's graveyard. Put a page counter on it.
Sean doesn't have any instants of sorcery, so
Okay. I will pass my turn.
Untap. Upkeep. and draw. Gateway Plaza. Enters the battlefield tapped. I have to sacrifice it unless I pay 1. Pay 1 through the maze's end. Not that it matters. I'm going to tap 1 to play Commune with Spirits. I look at the top 4 cards in my library and I reveal an enchantment or land from among them and put it into my hand. The rest on the bottom in a random order.
Pay 1.
You got me on this one. Get the land. Let's go on the bottom in a random order.
Grab Gone Gate.
No. Seagate. It's not going into play though. I'm gonna tap 2. I'm not gonna tap 2. I'll pass.
Tap. Okay. Draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Darksteel Monolith. Using its 0 cost to cast New Kozilek. When I cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards
Can we,
from their hands.
can we cycle that back a second?
Why? What?
Because I want to Chaos Warp that before you're able to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't realize you're paying 0 for spells, and that's nasty.
Okay.
So you get a permanent into...
No.
Oh, can I... Yes, I can. Red. That's why. Alright, cool.
That's being warped in.
And then you get a top deck permanent.
Oh, you got a mirror pool.
Okay.
Your turn, then.
Okay. 4 trigger on loot after the untap. We got a Soul Ring, a Mana Vault, a Colossus Cultivator, and a land. So we'll pay the 2 for the Mana Vault and the Soul Ring after drawing. Do I have anything?
Okay, I have 7 left now.
1, 2, 3 for Chromatic Lantern. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, because all lands top for anything. Tetova, Benefic Druid. So every time I play a land, I draw a card, gain a life. So we'll do it's all for fall. Draw a card, gain a life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5. 1 floating from that. So I can play the colors correctly. Xerix, the Withering Storm flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card, except for the first one they draw and into their draw straps, create a snake. Whenever it deals damage to combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. Okay, so that was the first land per turn. Second land per turn, gain 1 life, draw a card. Sack it to look for a land. Lose 1 life. Play an island, keep that on the side just to do it again. So that gains me a 1 life, allows me to draw a card. Oh, please. We're gonna do it again. That's my last land. So I'm gonna gain a life.
You gotta draw first.
Draw first, gain a life, draw again. Sacking this, losing 1 health. Looking for the land. Land comes into play, I gain a life, draw a card. 1 green. Crop rotation, sacking this land. Looking for a land, put it into play. Tapped? Nope, not tapped. Wasteland. I still have 1 colorless for them. These are still in exile under loot. Okay. That allows me to draw a card, get a life from that. 2. We'll do a 1 floating colorless for a Spellware Stone. We'll
do 1, 2 for Key to the Vault. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards at the top of your library. You may exile a non-land card from among them, and then put the rest in the bottom in random order, and then you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. I can't do anything with combat right now, so I'm going to pass at that point. This gets put into exile. Pass.
And keep draw. My turn's gonna be an island. I'm gonna -3 Tasha to play Ripley's Painless Lesson on myself. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life.
Painful lesson.
So I draw 2.
And that's exile.
And it's exiled, and then I lose 2. I'm gonna tap 2.
Did you pay 1 for casting my spell for Terry?
Yeah.
No.
Are you casting it, or do you get to play
You
it?
take his.
It gets cast, but I don't have to pay for it. Oh, I get a 3/3 demon creature whenever I cast summons.
Did you want to pay 1 or a draw card?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 2 for Thieves' Tools. When Thieves' Tools enters the battlefield, create a treasure token.
Do you want to pay 1 or a draw card?
Nope. Equipped creature can be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. I'm gonna tap 2. 2 to equip Thieves' Tools to the 3/3, so it can't be blocked.
Except by...
Anything. Equipped creature can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. It's a 3/3,
Okay.
so it can't be blocked.
Nice.
I will just pass for now.
Before you pass, what's the biggest creature you got over there, Terry?
Depends. Talking about triggers or...
What's that guy right there?
Xerxes is whenever you would draw a card, except for the first one, I create a 1/1 green snake creature token, and then when he deals damage to a player, you and that player draw that many cards. This one's whenever a land enters, I gain 1 life and draw a card, 2 additional lands, and then obviously loot. And then you got like mana rocks, winged mana rocks.
I'm gonna tap 2. Pressure point, tap target creature, that snake one. And I get to draw a card off of that, so that triggers.
And do you pay 1 or a draw?
No.
Alright.
So that triggers for you, you get a snake.
Yeah,
I drew my
because
first card, that's not my first card that I draw.
they draw each of their draw
Oh, so you
steps.
wouldn't
Draw
get it.
steps, I do get the snake. You are correct, yep. Did you draw off that spell
What spell?
last turn?
Painful Quandary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
you
have
drew
2
two.
snakes.
He drew 2 cards off of that.
Oh, did he? So I have 3 snakes. Because it's beyond two draw steps beyond the first.
Oh, the painful lesson?
Yeah.
Now it's my turn.
Yes.
Untap, upkeep, draw. She gates my land per turn. I just tapped, I'm gonna choose red. I'll choose black because I have a black die right there. Taps for blue or black, but it also is all basically types, so it taps for anything. 3 for Chromatic Lantern. I will not pay the 1. I will pay the 1. Eat shit. No problem.
Alright, I will not draw.
Move to my combat phase. Then I will move to my second main phase and then my end step. Pass.
Draw. Each ring network. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are both online. 4, 5, 6. Zhulodok. 3. Assault Monolith. 3 and 1. Thought Not Seer.
What's he do?
When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. I choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. When it leaves the battlefield, target opponent draws a card.
I'm gonna spell swindle that and counter that card. I don't.
So it never.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want my hand.
I don't want my hand touched. How much mana is it? Is it 4? Alright. If it's countered, then I get 4 treasures.
Your turn.
Alright. On top. We have 4 permanents for loot. So we will go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have Titania, Atali, Arcane Signet, and Firely Inlet. I will draw.
OG Atali?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Primal Storm. Yep. So I will Soul Ring for this Arcane Signet. Actually, it's pull back. Sorry. 2. With the freeway. I will play Doc Arlock, Grizzled Genius. And now spells in exile cost 2 less, so Arcane Signet is free. I'll play Wooded Foothills, draw a card, gain a life. 1, 2, 3.
Cheap attacks and shit.
No. 3, 4. For Titania, Protector of Argoth. When it enters the battlefield, reveal target land card from a graveyard and put it into play. When I put it into play,
I'm going to counter that. I'm gonna Dream Fracture. Counter target spell. Its controller draws a card, and I draw a card as well. 1, 2.
fair enough.
That's gonna create him a snake token.
No, it's a
Yeah, but
oh,
he was about to get 3. You were about to
Yeah.
get 3 land triggers and get 3 5/3 tokens.
from my graveyard. Yeah, that's very strong.
Still not snake token.
Still get that one though. All right.
All right. What do you got over here that's not black?
On my whole board. Do you play 1 for that spell that you played on me?
No.
All right, then I'm gonna draw a
Or
card.
something?
I'm going to Slaughter Pact that. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life and draw a card.
Okay. So
Slaughter
you're gonna
Pact
destroy.
is 0. Destroy target non-black creature. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 1 black and 2 colorless. If you don't, you lose the game.
That was a creature.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we'll play 4
So when he's just drawing.
with an additional 1 for
Gain
ward
more.
cost, because I think ward works on myself too, right?
No.
No, it does not.
Hexproof.
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna play Shakashima, the 1,000 Faces. Legendary rule does not apply to me. I'm gonna make a copy of loot. So I have 2 loots. Cards from exile cost 2 less. So 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 6. 4. To play Atali Primal Storm. Whenever it attacks, we exile the top card. And then I get to play it. Alright, we'll play. Oops, I didn't pay. I played this last turn. I'm gonna lose the life because it stays tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. 1 floating. We'll just take that back then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue and a colorless. Oh wait, I already have it out. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 3. I'm gonna equip the Key to the Vault to Xerxes. Zyrus. Can never say his name right. I got my first land per turn and then you got me, so I'm gonna play 2. Nothing really could do off that. Yeah. I'm gonna go combat. I'm gonna swing with 1. That's a 3/5 flyer. Does anyone have flying?
No.
I'm gonna hit you for 3. I'm gonna exile the top 3, and I can play any card. I think I have to go Jace.
No, who's the guy that swung that? allows that?
Xerxes. So whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, this equipment does that, and then I get to draw 3 cards afterwards. So random order on the bottom. We'll just shuffle that.
Oh, whatever. Picture goes in.
Yep. And then I get to draw 3, and you draw 3.
The key to the vault.
I draw
think
three.
have
You
that
do.
in here as well.
That's
Is it-
3 tokens for you.
That's 3 snake tokens from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna draw a card, then 3 or less becomes plotted. We'll do a tick up on Jace since I bring him out, and I'll plot. Do I have to reveal? Yes, right?
No.
No, you pull it upside down.
It has to be 3 or less, so this is plotted. Do it correct this time. I have no max hand size, so I will pass at that point.
Alright. Into it. We'll keep drawing.
That's an exile.
Tap 2 for Pillow Power. Land per turn is going to be an island.
Exile complete. Do you pay 1 for the pill pillow?
No, but I have a question about this card that I have. What do you got over here? What's your best card, Terry? I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna do it to him. I'm gonna tap 5. To play Chorus to kill. Enchant creature. You control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 1/1, has death touch, and is an assassin in addition to its other types.
Does it still have its abilities?
No. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 1/1, has death touch, and is an is an assassin in addition to its other types.
That doesn't go to the graveyard. That's enchanted onto the creature that
Yeah.
you're taking.
Alright, so I'm gonna take this guy that you just swung with. What are you gonna do?
Alright, fair enough.
He was tapped or no?
Technically when you gain control of him, it brings
Yeah,
him out
summoning
of it,
sickness.
and then he comes back in, but yeah.
We'll put out some notes.
Whenever someone draws a card extra now, you're gonna get a snake.
Okay. So I'm going to +1 Tasha. Draw a card, and I can take a instant or sorcery from one of you.
Yes.
Still not in mine.
You have to pay to cast it, correct?
Through Tasha? No. They get exiled through Tasha, and then I can -3 or to play any of them.
Oh, okay. So you have to wait till next turn.
Yeah, so I have to wait till next turn. Okay. Then I will swing at you, Terry, with a 3/3 unblockable.
Fair enough. Yeah, it still keeps it,
Yep,
but it's just a
still keeps
1/1.
all that stuff. It's just a 1/1 death touch assassin.
So now whenever you guys draw your second card,
That is correct.
I get a 1/1 green snake creature token. And
Yeah, sneaky snake.
whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each
Draw that many cards.
Draw that many cards. Nice. Alright, I will treasure tokens tap for anything, right? Any
Mhm.
color?
Tap and
Yep.
sack it.
Alright, tap, sack this for a blue to play Brainstorm.
Pay 1.
Nope.
I draw, you get a snake.
2, 3. Terry draws, I get a 1/1 snake. I didn't play a land per turn this turn, did I?
I don't think you did.
Don't believe so.
Land per turn is going to be an island. And then I will pass.
Before you say go?
As you move into your end step, I'm going to tap 1 gate I control to Crackling Perimeter to deal 1 damage to each opponent.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna flash engine Cataxis.
Which does?
Your max hand size is reduced by 7 at the beginning of your end step.
I'm gonna essence capture that counter target creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control.
You got that?
Yep, 1, 2. And
I'm
I
gonna sack 3 treasures to counter your counter. It can't be countered.
With what?
Counterflux.
Oh, conflux.
Okay.
Touche.
Well, so does that? So I don't get the 1/1 counter.
No.
Okay.
No.
The spell is physical.
Okay. All right.
No.
And now your max hand size is 0.
Okay. I only have one hit card.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
It
I
has
have
to
a
get
whole
around to
Get
your,
it out of here.
it has to get around to your discard.
I can just use you and Ripley's spells over here.
So you go to your discard phase.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's your upkeep. I thought.
End step.
He flashed
okay.
in
I
at
might-
I flashed up at the beginning of your end step, so trigger.
Okay.
And Ripley did 1 damage.
So now
to
I
us.
have no hand, but then I get to draw.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
then
your
I'm
max
at
hand
step.
size is
So
always
I'm only
0.
gonna have 1 card.
At the beginning of the your turn, 0 cards at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Untap. Upkeep. And draw. Baldur's Gate. And tap 2 into it. To add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of gates of other gates I control.
I'm gonna wasteland that. It's destroyed. But you can still activate it. Because it's still resolute and it's on the field. So you get it this turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have 3 green floating.
Yep.
4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play Gatekeeper Gargoyle. It's 3/3 flying. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each gate I control.
Ooh.
So 3. Damn. 6/6 flying.
Shoot, 6/6.
Do you pay 1 for it?
I will.
How many cards do you draw? Just 1.
Just 1 so far. You're gonna draw every time I draw off Heuristic Study. Sorry, you're gonna get a snake every time I draw off Heuristic Study though.
I will not pay the 1.
Oh, because you always draw off
Yep.
of other people,
You're gonna get it
and
now.
it's not in your draw step, so it triggers it. Okay.
Mm.
2 1
How big is Jinga Taxes?
It is a 5/4.
I will pass.
Untap. Pay 3. Untap. Monolith. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
What?
Every time you build me, you build a win con. I'm like,
7, 8,
where's my
9.
graveyard recursion?
Yeah, I don't have anything yet from my graveyard right now.
Pro Select. Broken Reality.
I would like Tiny Bones to be in here.
Other colorless creatures I control get +3/+2. And when I cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hands.
Wow. Each player?
Up to 2.
Oh.
Rip, you and I will each manifest a card from our hand.
Here you go.
Oh. I didn't realize you didn't. Oh, yeah, that's right. It has to be.
It still
It says
works.
up to
It
2.
Oh,
still works.
up to 2.
It says up to
yeah,
2.
Up to
Yeah,
2.
you don't
Okay,
even
I'll
have
just
to
do
choose
that.
them.
And that is mana value 7 or more, so I cascade for less than 9 twice. Damn. Ichor Elixir.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah. Did you pay 1 for that?
No.
Well, could be a snake.
You get a snake.
Oh, I got a snake. 3 1
Hey.
snakes.
Spawn Bed Protector.
Thank you for helping me build my army of snakes.
You're welcome.
A Spawn Bed Protector. At the beginning of an end step, return up to 1 target Eldrazi card from a graveyard to your hand. Create 2 1/1 Scions.
Cool. Did you pay 1 for that? Alright.
No.
You get a snake?
Hey,
Hey.
hey. How many snakes you got? 7?
Would be
Yeah.
going to the bottom.
7, 1 treasure token.
So Zhulodok is now a 10/6. Who was off of blockers?
I have a 6/6 flying and a 1/1 on the ground and a
I've
3/3 on the
got-
ground.
A 1/1 Death Touch.
Got 3 1/2s, a 2/3, a 5/4, a 6/6, and 7 1/1s.
Yeah, I've got 4 1/1s, a 1/1 Death Touch, a 1/1 Flyer, a 1/3 on the ground.
Terry, 10?
Is it trample?
No,
Block it with a 1/1.
just a 1/1.
Does it do anything?
No, besides giving man value 7 or more, Cascade.
Okay,
no.
yeah. I mean, it already does so much. Okay.
I thought it was like a combat thing it did too.
It is with Spawn Bed Protector Elks. I just allow him to go to graveyard and then he'd go to my hand. Your turn.
Discard hand, yep.
Eldritch Immunity.
Alright. So that's 10 there, that's 15 there, that's 11. Alright, take 1 damage from Mana Bolt. On top.
So upkeep first loot trigger, because I have Shakashima on loot, there's 2 of them, which means that I do 2 triggers. So first loot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I have a Planeswalker out now.
Oh, you do?
Yep. Horn of Greed, Mystic Immortal, Lotus Cover, Zertod Druid, and then we'll do the second one. For Beast Within, Insurrection, Ottawa, Sworn City, Avenger of Zendikar, and an Akum, Morag, Fury of Akum. So, let's move space here. Alright. I will go into draw. We will play a Chrome Mox imprinted with Burgeoning. Sorry, Exploration. Let's do that. So it makes green. Alright. We're gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Morag, Fury of Akum. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each time it's attacked this turn. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat phase, untap all creatures. I will. So we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a Maelstrom Wanderer. So all creatures have haste, cascade, cascade. So I got a Fyndhorn Elf and a counterspell. We will not cast that, and it goes into.
Cascade goes on the bottom.
Yep. Cool. Alright, we will use the plotted card by casting for a Fabricate on Jace, and then I will also take him up 1 and plot another one. It has to be 3 or less. I failed to find. Artifact. Failed to find an artifact. Get the shuffle. Alright, now that I have haste, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play Insurrection.
Which knows?
Actually, let's take 1 back and sack this treasure so I get 1 less token in the field. I gain control of all creatures. Untap them, they gain haste.
Swing out.
Yeah, but I'm gonna swing out for 3 land per turns. So I'm swinging out for 4 combat steps. Because of Morag, Fury of Akum.
I'm going to tap 2 gates and deal 2 damage to each opponent. That's all the response I have.
Any response?
Well, you would get my creatures and Kozilek as other colorless creatures. So you would get a 9/10 and a 6/8 right off the bat. Oh, and and him, and that's a 10/8 as well.
Anybody able to do anything at this current time if I swung?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to declare swingers. I'm going to swing with everything, with 4 combats. In each combat, I'm going to swing at each individual player, and it is going to be what he said to be. How much was it?
As of right now, this would be 9. 18. That would be 18 and 6. So 24. 34. Just with those
Another
guys.
10 for me.
So his creatures are going to swing at you, which is 33, and then your creatures are going to swing at him. If I get any triggers from them swinging, no. Actually, I get that one. So I deal damage with the flyer, and I get to draw 3, and then you draw 3, but it's going to be enough damage, so I'm going to put that off to the side to make sure I know. So you're taking, Ripley, 1, 3, it's 4, 4 is 8, 11.
No, he's
12.
a 1-1.
Oh, he's a 1-1.
Oh, you steal him, which gets the enchantment
No.
off, right?
No, the enchantment is technically still owns.
Yeah, so he's a 1-1.
Yeah. Sorry, I did
So
it
you
wrong.
were at 8, 9.
1, 2, 5, 9, 10. 10 at you, and then your creatures are going to swing yourself.
So that's another 10, so 20 damage total to me.
Yep. And then I'm going to swing at you with 6 from Atali, 6 from Akum as attack this turn. So this is the first time attacking, so that's 7. Is it other? No. 7, 8. So 14 and 8 is 23, so that's 23 enough to kill you.
Yep.
And then I'm going to swing 5, 6, and 3 at you, so that'll be 9. I will go into my second combat swing, and then
So
just full
not-
swing with your
That's
creatures
9
at
and
you.
23.
Oh.
And he's got 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, the Tali's going to do the top trigger, but I'm just going to swing at you with your creatures, because at the combat's resolution of that combat, they get knocked
yeah.
out. Their creatures go back to them,
yeah. So that'll be my creatures.
and then
plus
it'll be just your creatures plus my creatures in
Okay.
the second combat swing.